Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Zhao, Lusi and Wule are the two who are in a rather ugly situation. Are they in an open relationship under the cover of hot searches? In the noisy stage of the entertainment industry, true and false love is always like seeing flowers in the fog. Zhao, Lusi and Wule, the screen couple that once made countless CP fans excited, have entered a whirlpool of emotions that seem real and illusory under the cover of hot searches. Checking in at the same hot pot restaurant, the same angle, and staying in the hotel on the same day, the clues were infinitely magnified by fans and mercilessly analyzed by fans. The dazing gravity of Yushuksen and Wang Hedi has once again set off waves. On one hand, the sweet fantasy is heating up, while on the other hand, there is a fierce confrontation between fans, and even went to court. Zhao, Lusi's co-stars have almost all become good friends in her life, but Wule is always absent in her public interactions. This relationship is even more confusing. The B-aesthetics in the entertainment industry is prevalent, and the boundaries between sugar and knife are blurred. Is it a topic created by ambiguity? Or is it the true feelings covered by reality? The audience may no longer pursue a definite answer, but indulge in pursuit and speculation. Between traffic and privacy, truth and imagination, everyone is taking what they need. Or eating sugar, or sober, but in this emotional game without a script, who can get out of it unscathed? I never expected that the afterglow left by the hit drama in the summer of 2022 would last until now, and it is still setting off waves of hot discussions on the internet. That year, two pairs of big CPs emerged and became the heartbreak of countless audiences. Yushuksen and Wang Hedi's dazing gravity is a lively girlish feeling on one side and a cold and domineering boss on the other. The interaction between the two is like a realistic projection of idol dramas, and Zhao, Lusi and Wule's Willow K traces a sweet and greasy youthful atmosphere and a gentle power that flows slowly and steadily, which makes people addicted and reluctant to escape. However, the fate of these two pairs of CPs is also full of the pull of reality and fantasy. CP fans work hard to build dreams and immerse themselves in sweet fantasies, but only fans work hard to destroy the house and vow to protect the innocence of their idols. On one side, there are frequent coincidences of the same frame, the same style, and the same sugar content, and on the other side, there are tug-of-war and mutual tearing wars on social platforms, and even legal weapons are used. Love and kill each other has become a true portrayal of these two pairs of CPs, as if they are two sides of the same coin. In this game of dreaming and waking up, who is the winner and who is really hurt? Perhaps only time can give the answer. And netizens will eventually take what they need between sugar and knife and experience it for themselves. What is the reason? I believe everyone already knows it. The short sentence on the set, 4 words, although not clearly stated, but the weight of is enough to make the onlookers understand instantly, this is not a joke, but a sharp blade that can shatter friendship. At that moment, the tacit understanding, eyes, and interaction between Zhao, Lusi and Wule seemed to be frozen in the past and could not be turned back. Fans quarreled over this, CP fans were heartbroken, and only fans were angry. No one was willing to give in, and no one was willing to bow their heads first. And Zhao, Lusi, because of this sentence, was given a new label, and even became the original sin in the eyes of some people. In comparison, the situation between Yushuksen and Wang Hedi is more like an invisible war. On the surface, everything was calm. The two still laughed and joked in front of the camera, and when they were on the show together, it was like a love reality show. But the more this happened, the more the sweetness seemed to be embarrassing. Anyone who saw the state of the year had to say, not like friends, but more like lovers. But the closer, the easier it is to collapse. When emotions are mixed with calculations of career, traffic, and public opinion, they are no longer pure. And what did we, the spectators, get between eating sugar and eating knives? Perhaps it was just a bubble built by fantasy, which would eventually burst. When the two were together, CP fans were as excited as if it was the new year, and the whole network was filled with an atmosphere of crazy eating. Whether it was recording a show together or interacting privately, dazing gravity once became a hot word on social platforms. The sweetness at that time was not just acted out, but more like the tacit understanding and sparks that really existed between them. But behind the excitement, hidden dangers also quietly grew. Because of the heat and pressure brought by the bundled CP, a rift gradually arose between the two teams. The staff who were supposed to work closely together also began to argue because of their different positions, and even had a very unpleasant private quarrel. Then the fans went straight out and the war escalated rapidly. Some of Wang Hedi's fans began to spread rumors and discredit Yu Shuxin, and even maliciously spread yellow rumors of reverse sticking, and Yu Shuxin's fans were not fuel-saving lamps, and quickly fought back, using highly offensive language, and there was no lack of extreme curses. A beautiful fantasy that was originally caused by the role was eventually beaten back to its original form by reality. D's gravity was completely B, from sweetness on the screen to tearing apart in reality, which is a pity. In the era of traffic, feelings are no longer just a matter of two people, but a game of the entire public opinion field. However, this couple, who were once highly expected by everyone, could not withstand the storm and dispersed with the wind. The two protagonists once tore their faces apart and even sued each other's fans in court. It seems that they will never see each other again. Everyone thought that this pair of D's in gravity had completely drawn the line and no longer had any intersection. No one expected that a photo would once again stir up waves, allowing the CP fans who had already been heartbroken to resurrect online again. The reason is this: some netizens accidentally discovered that Wang Hedi and Yu Shuxin actually checked in at the same hot pot restaurant. What's more, the backgrounds of the two people's photos overlapped highly, and the table angles, wall decorations, and even the positions of light refraction were almost exactly the same. CP fans instantly smelled the taste of sugar, and began to analyze the shooting time, menu details, and even zoomed in to check the placement of the cups in the photos, as if as long as they found a clue, they could prove that they are still in contact. On the other side, the fans sneered and fought back. Can the hot pot restaurant be exclusive to your family? You can get back together at the same restaurant? Aren't you too imaginative? So, the familiar battlefield opened again. Sweetness and knife, dream and wakefulness, it seems like a never-ending cycle. This is the wonder of the traffic era. Even if it is just a background or a photo, it is enough to ignite a sequel of love and hate. So, CP fans fell into a carnival again. They must be dating secretly again. The phrase "dream back to 2022" made the entire super topic soar in popularity. Various experts have come online, with illustrations, comparisons, and timelines, as if it were a large-scale reasoning scene. But the reality is much calmer. Careful netizens found out the time when the two posted the photos and found that there was actually a gap of more than 2 months between them. It was not the same day at all, let alone a date. The bubble bursts as soon as it is poked, but CP fans still insist, it's just that the time of posting the pictures is wrong to avoid suspicion. Those who understand will understand. Faced with this misunderstanding-style craze, Wang Hedi's fans could not sit still and immediately clarified, this hot pot restaurant has cooperated with Wang Hedi's trendy brand a few years ago. Some people even posted old pictures as evidence. At that time, this store was one of the flash joint stores. Wang Hedi was naturally a familiar customer, which was not surprising at all. However, explanations often seem powerless in front of the love filter. CP fans continue to dream, and only fans continue to tear down dreams, while rational passers-by sigh, is it sugar or hallucination? This rekindling of old dreams about hot pot, memories and filters is ultimately just another misplaced imagination in the era of traffic, not only a cooperative relationship. This restaurant is also a filming location for Wang Hedi when he was filming. So it is normal for Wang Hedi to come here to eat. It is said that Yu Shuxin is deliberately trying to get attention. Yu Shuxin also stood up and fought back at this time, saying that this restaurant has only one box, and anyone who comes will sit in that position. What's more, Yu Shuxin and the proprietress of this store have become friends early on. When the Eternal Night Star River was popular, the same apple rabbit smoothie as Mayo was released. Posters were also promoted during the Feather of the Cloud and Hush, the King is hibernating. It is said that Wang Hedi is trying to get attention. The fan war between the two sides is imminent. Don't look at the two sides fans tearing like this, but CP fans have already started. It is said that there are more than 20 stores in Shanghai. But the two people took photos and checked in at the same angle in the same store, the same box, and the same position. It looks very tricky. Not only that, but also posted news that the two people stayed in the same hotel on the same day. Seeing the CP fans are excited again. The world is in turmoil, only CP fans are quietly eating sugar. Isn't this a kind of peace? But I believe that people with discerning eyes can see the situation clearly so far. Every time Yu Shuxin cooperates with a male lead, they can get along well with each other. For example, with Zhang Ling, they often make plans to have dinner together in private. For example, with Zhang Binbin, they are still called by the names of the characters in the play. The two of them also played the joke that Zhang Binbin was targeted by Wang Hedi. He is also a friend of Ding Yuxi. Lin Yi is even more sincere to Yu Shuxin, but among them, there is only the absence of Wang Hedi. It makes people think too much.
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.